Hey everybody, welcome to episode 7 of Let's Play Kerbal Space Program. We'll resume our game here. When we left off last time, we built kind of a funny contraption, which was the Model 1 series. Sort of a space plane rocket thing. We keep banging up parts or size and stuff for launching things, and we're starting to get some pretty awesome missions. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade my launch pad. The launch pad is where vessels built at the VAB are launched. We are reasonably confident it's a safe enough distance from everything else. We'll go ahead and upgrade that for 52,000 funds. I also want to pop into the science center here. I need 45 science for any of these. So science gains are much slower this time around. Let's find us a contract. This one. Okay, we need to get a radial decoupler testing at 81,000 meters. A suborbital trajectory of 81,000 meters. We could really do that with our existing rocket, actually. And that would give us a little bit of science and a decent funds injection. Perform visual surveys of Kerbal. So I want to take a look at where those are. LV-909 while landed. Test the launch stability enhancer while landed. That would give us a bunch of science. Oh, we're starting to see our first rescue missions. I want to try the launch stability enhancer. Let's go to my active missions. So we have a radial decoupler to check at a particular altitude. There's no speed required because it's going to be outside of the atmosphere. So just if we can make that altitude. And a launch stability enhancer. We're getting very close to a point where we can start rescuing Kerbals for some serious stuff. So let's load up S-Days 5. 5, right? Yes. And this is now S-Days 6. And we're testing the launch stability enhancer. So what are our limits? We still are limited to 13 parts, but we can have more mass and weight, height and weight. How much are these contracts worth? I need to go look. That's the other thing you really got to keep track of, is how much you're going to get paid for these contracts. So about 16,000 funds. I'm going to get about 16,000 funds for these contracts, but I am going to get a fair bit of science. So whatever I do, my rocket has to be less than 16,000 funds. This rocket is already less than 16,000 funds, and I know it can reach that. I know it can reach that profile. In fact, it can reach orbit. So that's good. They want us to test these things while landed, right? While landed. Kerbal landed, yes. So we'll just go ahead and, test them. Excuse me, had to sneeze there. Okay, so that's going to complete the first test and get us a bunch of science. And then we have radial decouplers to test. And probably bring with us a little something to decouple. Here, how about some landing gear? There. The crazy stuff we make for science. This isn't even for science. This is just to complete a stupid mission. I'm going to put another parachute up here because I can. It's going to be recovered anyway. 10,000 credit rocket, or 10,000 funds rocket. More than capable enough for what we're doing. What I need to do actually... I want to give someone else some flight experience. So we're going to clear the pad. Recover all this. Not Jeb. We'll grab Bill the engineer. And get Estes. I accidentally saved it as Estes 5. Oh well, that's fine. Yep, that's the one. Okay, so, yeah. Jeb? What the heck? The age-old problem of Jeb sneaking into the cockpit. Okay, Estes 5, not Jeb. Bill. Now that we've got that all sorted out, let's get this contract underway. T, which we can't do. 50% throttle looks good. I don't want those to happen then. I need to fix my staging really quick here. These guys are going to go there. These guys need to come down here. Save that. Yep. 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 Okay. One contract done for 14 science. Hooray! And we're headed up once again with our Estes 5 rocket on our way to complete a little mission. We have that probe core. We could... I don't have any batteries or anything, so it's really hard to do a rescue if you don't have enough power to man the probe core the whole time. So we need to start getting some batteries and stuff. Estes 5 is climbing up out of the atmosphere. I don't have autopilot, so I've got to do this all manually. Can't even use SAS. And here we go. We just need to get this to a suborbital trajectory. Suborbital trajectory of at least 81,000 meters for this contract here. Whoa, it was... oh, man. Throttle back. Gotta kick this around. Come on, get under control here. Here we go. All I really want for Christmas is 81,000 meters of altitude. So I'll aim for the top of the range, actually, I think. But I'm going to try and wrangle this rocket over here more. See if I can't get it over the ocean. Something like that. When we get to the apoapsis, we can aim a different direction and change where we're headed so we can actually splash down in the water instead of on the ground. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. So we're climbing up to our target height. Have some radial decoupler. Oh, I know how I can do rescues. I can get a second cockpit attached. And just have the Kerbal fly in there. That's the way to do it. We're in space. Once we reach our target height, which we are there right now, we can kick off those, completing the other contract. Test complete. We got some good data here. Thanks. Excellent. So I want to face this guy south. Like so. Something like this. Let's go full power that way. That'll send us a ways out into the ocean. Heck, we might even make that other continent. And shut down the engine. We are out of fuel. We're heading away over here, which is totally fine. Yeah. We'll just, go like that. And let our guy re-enter. So we're just going to let that tumble a little bit. Re-entry is going to take care of fixing us when we get there. In fact, we can just fast forward to the re-entry interface. Zooming around the planet here. I'd be curious to see where we actually land. And see if I can't get another kind of sample or something somewhere. And I've also wanted to see what this whole engineering thing is all about. So we're in the atmosphere. I will catch up with you guys in a little bit when we're hitting re-entry interface. Alright, so here we are. We are re-entering the atmosphere. And there go our parachutes to help us slow down. Soon we'll be out of re-entry interface. It looks like we peaked out at about 7 Gs of re-entry. Not too bad. Unfortunately, we're still splashing down in water. So I will catch up with you guys in a little bit during splashdown. Alright, we're coming down. We've passed 100 meters. There's our shadow. We're just gracefully falling down here. And we will have Bill Kerman. Probably, if we get ourselves into stable 1, which is if our capsule lays up and down, upright, like so, in the water, then we'll have Bill Kerman get out and take a look at maybe repacking the parachute or something. He should be able to do something as an engineer. I'm not sure exactly what he can do or how that works. So we'll just tip over so the capsule is facing out and have him do a crew report. Oh, here we go. A crew report from the water gives us a little bit of info. And an EVA. Repack chute. Level 1 is required to repack the chute. But that's the kind of thing that he can do. An EVA report while flying over Kerbin's water, a most precarious situation. We'll pop in. I'm going to have him get back out and grab a sample. Can he grab a sample? No. But he can do an EVA report from Kerbin's water. He says, I don't think a spacesuit was entirely necessary to get here, and I agree. Anyway, you can get back on here. Climb up, climb up. Board. There we go. Excellent. So let's recover and see what we got. All right, we gained 11 more science. Plus that was for the experiments we did while in the mission. That does not count. We have a total of 70 science now because we did all that other stuff for the those are the missions. We got ourselves 1,000 funds worth of rocket back. And Bill Kerman did not gain any experience for this one. We'll have to do something different with him, I guess. Yep. Estes 5 debris. Let's go to the tracking station and recover all of our stuff. So we're leaving debris around now, which means we can recover it. Clean that up. And clean that up. There's no other debris. I have 88,000 funds. I will have to see. Let's see, what other upgrades? That's 320. It's 140. I don't even have that much. That's 510. That's 210. I don't have that much for either of those. This one's 70, which would be literally almost all my money. This one's 202. This one's only 50. That would only leave me 30,000 funds. So as I'm getting into bigger rockets, I think I want to keep more of my funds reserved and stuff like that. We'll have to get back to episode 7. Let's see, this is episode 7. We'll have to come back in episode 8 to spend our science. Actually, I'll go ahead and do that now. Normally I do it at the beginning of an episode, but we'll worry about contracts then. So I have 76 science. I don't have enough to get these ones, but I can really start getting into space plane territory with that. Stack tricoupler. This actually makes for some serious rocketry. I can get a battery and start getting probe parts and more science. This would reduce the number of parts needed to make rockets. $45 science. I don't have any batteries and I'm starting to need them. We also get the Science Junior. Oh, it's tough. Yeah, we're going to need batteries first. And pretty much all of these are useful. So I'm going to go ahead and purchase all of the parts. Now we have an SC9001 Science Junior available for any of our other missions. So we have a materials-based study that we can add on to any of our other stuff. In fact, we can just do a quick cheater mission here. Days 6 is just a cheater mission. All I'm going to do is go to science, grab this guy. I'm not even going to launch it. I am just going to grab our scientist and do a pad check of all this stuff. Do I have any other science parts? No. So this rocket isn't going anywhere, but get a crew report that's worth nothing, a mystery goo that's only worth a little bit, and a materials-based study, choink, which is worth just a little bit. And we'll keep that data, recover the vessel, and see what we got. Okay, that gave us 8.4 science. So we now have 33.9 science sort of sitting around, and we'll have to come back in episode 8 to see what we can do with our new parts. So that is going to be it for episode 7. Until next time, keep flying and stay shiny. Goodbye!